Long waiting times for treatment at a VA medical center, which may have contributed to the death of at least one Phoenix area veteran, are most likely not due to the lack of funding of VA health care, says Senator Johnny Isakson, chairman of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee.
It's not a funding issue. The VA funding has gone up every year. It's the most increase of any funding of any agency in the federal government, so there's not a problem with funding. Obviously, leadership is where you get all your response and all your results, or where you have your failures. And most of these problems we've had in Phoenix and other places are failure of leadership at the local level.
But whatever the cause, Isakson says the deficiencies there are unacceptable.
It's inexcusable, and we've got to make sure we get the kind of leadership in the VA hospital in Phoenix to prevent that from ever happening again.
Bad leadership may indeed be one piece of the puzzle. In fact, management neglected to fill many support staff positions, which likely contributed to long wait times, says Joe Davis of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, or VFW.
Well, when you have Phoenix right after it imploded 2 years ago, you learn at that particular time, we learned there were 500 vacancies. And after the IG report, 1,500 vacancies. So, and this is not just in doctors and nurses, but also in clerical staff. So what you have is doctors, after they see a patient, they have to go manually input that information into the patient's electronic health record. Well, if the doctor's at the keyboard, that prevents him from seeing other patients.
And that, says Davis, contributed to the long waits for patient care. Davis points out, though, that the Phoenix VA hospital is an exception. Davis says most veterans like their health care, but the quality of that care often depends on the quality and capability of the managers of the various VA healthcare centers. John Hines, One America News, Washington.